Here we are.
I thought you weren't doing it like that.
No, I told you.
I loved it.
It had to change. It had to change. I told you
it's so good.
Are you gonna fucking? You literally told me that you are the most technological person. That is not the guy.
I'm the yeah, but I thought we were
You're the guy.
You know what? Just it's never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
I told you we couldn't do it the way that I wanted to do it because we already had it like set up automatically. But here we go.
I don't even know what the difference is.
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay.
You wanted to answer?
I won't figure it out. I'm just gonna do whatever you tell me. How about that?
You just sit back there, fucking Cajun. You just sit back there, and we'll let you know.
Well, I have my Cincinnati shirt on tonight.
Yeah,
I know. I love it.
So wait, you guys are rooting for the same team? Is that what it is? Like that's how lame y'all are?
But I was a Red fan. Hold on now. I was a Red fan back in the 70s. Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, and all them. So it's not something new.
I was only alive for like a month and a half of the 70s, just FYI, Candace.
Yeah. So you're like what are you, like a phony baseball? 70s. You're early. Oh, look at you guys. Well, sorry. The reigning champ is here, which is the Yankees girl.
Jesus fuck. Yeah,
I don't have a Yankee shirt that fits anymore, so we're just gonna let that marinate for a moment. But it's okay.
Anybody that's not aware, she is with child.
It's there.
And give us an update on the dog because last time we give her where are we at on the dog? I'm against the dog.
Videos
against the dog.
Every day. I think he's like halfway. I think it's coming.
He's not there yet, but he's close.
He's like a settlement away.
Well, it's already been coming because you're pregnant. So
yeah, so there's already that. But I feel like the more our dog acts like an asshole.
You wanted a kid, the man gave you a kid. Now you want a dog. When is it good enough?
Because our dog needs a friend. And I think the more our dog like does dumb shit, I'm like, see, he needs a fucking friend. And it's like proving my point. I'm getting there. It's happening.
Does a dog really need a friend, though?
He needs a fucking friend.
You already have kids. You're going to have another kid.
No, it's not the same as like another furry thing. That's like, it's not the same.
Okay,
it's not the same. They have their own dog thing.
But let me ask you this. Who takes care of the animals? Do you or does Bill take care of the animals?
So it's like a mix. So I do the day shift and he does the night shift. Because I'm the one that's home more so in the day. And then if we're not at home,
so you're splitting responsibilities, which is cool.
That's right. We co-parent very well.
So how about co-parent 3 kids and one dog?
And 2 dogs?
No, and 1 dog.
Two dogs? I'm sorry, what? You're cutting it out there.
Jill is wanting a bulldog so bad, and we've talked about it, and then we came to the conclusion, like, you know what? Right now is not the right time. And then all of a sudden, the other night, I get a phone right in my face.
You guys have no kids.
Look at this squishy kid. Look at this. Look at him. Oh my God, he's so cute. I'm like,
so cute.
We already had a conversation about this. I have a 14-year-old
nothing
who helps with our current dog, but I'm like, we don't need that.
You do. I'm sorry. You always need dogs.
Hey, before we go into our material for tonight, I did want to talk to you about a proposed name change for the show. I feel like we picked the wrong name and we needed a better name.
Oh no.
So what do y'all think about 2 white supremacists and a dumb broad?
Oh yay. Yes, I'll like burn my ID somewhere.
Yeah, perfect. I think that's fitting because if you are a white man in liberal land, you are a white supremacist. And if you're a woman, you're a dumb broad who can't even find their fucking birth certificate. So why don't we just change the name to the show?
No birth certificate, a marriage certificate. I don't even know how to do my signature.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to start the car. My husband has to do it.
Right, exactly. I mean, women drive what?
You got an auto pen? You got an auto pen like Biden?
If only. That would actually be very fucking handy, by the way. So not against that.
I know it's like completely off what we were talking about, but how funny was that when the Japanese prime minister was sitting there like pointing at the fucking picture of Joe Biden's
and he was just laughing. Yeah.
I saw that and I lost my shit.
It was so funny.
It just shows the fact that
He was a dumbass, like internationally. You can't
Everybody
wait
has
to
a
beat
sense of
that.
humor, though. Like you're allowed to laugh at shit and not get fucking, get hit on the fucking wrist.
Unless you vote for somebody else other than, who they want you to vote for, then you might die. But
Then there's that.
yeah, but they have a sense of humor for everything else.
Oh, let's see. We got Bosco in
hello.
the chats. We got Tyler in the chats.
We got to talk about MLB opening night. Hi, Yankees. Hi.
You only want to talk about opening night because the Yankees won.
No, but I also want to talk about it because I fucking hate football because I think they're a bunch of like loudmouth, I'm going to take a knee because I'm cool degenerates. And you don't ever fucking see that in baseball. Like how beautifully patriotic was the whole opening.
America's game. Yep. It's America's sport.
America's pastime. That's right. Yep. It was beautiful. When they did, I don't know, the weird fireworks and then it wound up being the American flag. Did you guys see that? I got a little like emotional because I didn't realize that they were doing that. You just hear fireworks
wait, was that the Yankees game where that retired military guy sang the national anthem? Oh, I saw that.
I saw the clips. I didn't see it live.
It was beautiful. They did the fireworks, and then like you just hear the fireworks, and then all of a sudden you see that it's the American flag, red, white, and blue, and then it just starts to like move and dissipate. But it was like so awesome. I was like very happy because I think we've been so caught up in football bullshit from the halftime show to everything else that it was so nice to pivot to normal sports that, doesn't act like assholes. There's decorum.
I don't think they weren't doing it to prove the point. And especially being New York at a time when New York has just turned completely upside fucking down. I think they were trying to say, hey, we're still America. We're still New York. Don't give up on us. I think it was a message, and I think it was a good message, and it was the right time. And that guy nailed the national anthem.
Oh,
man.
He did so good. However, my husband's very immature, and you know how the Navy has like the collar thing? Well, there was at one point that the collar went up and hit him in the back of the head, and he's hysterically laughing. I'm like, that's why do you think that's funny? It's not funny. He was like, it was such good timing. I'm like, I didn't think it was funny.
I need to meet your husband. I think your husband and I think we'll get along very, very well.
He thinks certain things are funny.
Well, we were going to try to plan something this year to all meet up together, and then somebody had to go get pregnant.
I know.
And then somebody had to get a part-time job that is.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with y'all. I thought we were. I guess I forget that y'all aren't my age. We're at the age. I'm at the age where we're kind of, settling down on that stuff.
Yeah, no, James. Some of us are only like on the first half of their lives.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I decided yesterday. My goal is now to live to 100.
Oh damn!
I'm gonna live to. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be the when I went to the funeral home tonight from my cousin, and I was telling y'all off camera that I come from a very large Italian family. There's probably still, with everybody that has died off, is probably still.
What kind of fucking 100. Italian name is McGee?
My mom's name is Palermo.
That's better.
And when you said that earlier, I didn't.
My grandmother. Okay, so my grandmother had like 9 sisters, and they were Pecorinos, and they were all Italian,
like Pecorino Romano.
Yeah. So we have a very large family, and I told them tonight, all my cousins, I said, look, my goal is I'm going to be the last man standing. I'm going to outlive all you motherfuckers.
I mean, you might. You're on that raw milk and shit.
Yeah. Hey, I'm that's what I'm doing. But
going to do a fucking
I'm so sick of fucking, liberals are so fucking transparent. Now they're big. Now you had this Mike Quigley. He's a congressman and in California. He went on a big post today about raw milk. Well, I did a little research on him. I'm gonna blast his ass next week on my morning show. Guess what lobby is a big contributor to his campaign?
Lord only knows.
the
Oh,
dairy
of
lobby.
course. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
so transparent.
It's all money. It's always
Mhm.
money. That's what just beg people to start doing their research. And that's the thing is liberals, the reason why they're killing us with the messaging is nobody, and I'm just kind of opens it to what we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Nobody ever calls them out. Look
Right.
at this disaster in Chicago, this poor girl that was killed. But nobody ever calls them out. And they say the most outlandish things. They can say that ICE is deporting American citizens. Well, they're not, and it's a lie. And nobody holds them accountable. The mainstream media doesn't hold them accountable. Their constituents don't hold them accountable. And the problem is most people are not engulfed into politics like we are. They don't do. They got different lives. They have different interests. This is our hobby. This is our interest outside of our families. And what happens is the everyday American, they hear that and they believe it, and there's no counter to it. And so that's why the Democrats are winning some of these seats right now, because they're just spewing out garbage and nobody's holding them accountable to the truth. They speak non-truth, but it doesn't matter. It's working for them. So I guess carry on, but that's where we're at right now.
And they don't ever see the story through. So you guys remember the father that got, I don't know, he was detained, and the 5-year-old, and they were separated, and oh my God,
Oh yeah. Yes,
ICE is detaining 5-year-olds. Well, a judge just came back and said, okay, 5-year-old, your ass is getting deported. And that you don't hear anything. So that article comes out just recently. Narrative. And it's like, oh shit, we can't talk about that now because we were in an uproar about them separating and possibly deporting the 5-year-old. But now that they've gone through the legal channels, it's still been ruled that the 5-year-old is going to be deported. And they never see the story through from beginning to end. And they always lead with the beginning narrative. And then when it changes 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks later, they either never get there, or they're just like, oh, whatever, it doesn't bother them anymore. Then they're onto something else that is, their next virtue signal. Now they don't give a fuck about the 5-year-old. Where's the lobbying for him not to get deported?
No, because just like I said, that their job was already done because it got into somebody's head, and that opinion is never going to be changed because they said it first. Nobody countered, nobody proved it. Nobody makes them. It's like anything that we say on our side, we got to have receipts. We have to have proof. They don't have to have shit. They just, and I probably should unfollow some of these people because it really is working with against my psyche. My psyche is definitely having some issues with following some of these people. I need to unfollow Eric Swallow. I need to unfollow Swallowwell.
Why do you even follow him?
So I can comment. You. No, I only do it.
You.
No. I only follow them, Candace, on my show page so I can comment, you're a piece of shit, go fuck yourself, and stuff like that. That's the only reason I follow them.
Boosting their content.
Booster. I need to get off. I'm telling you.
Booster.
It is definitely.
Booster. Liberal booster. Boo!
Yeah. It is fucking with my psyche pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I need to get off of that because they say the dumbest shit. Like he said today, he said something about ICE agents, untrained ICE agents, they killing Americans, get them out of the airports.
Yeah. Are they killing Americans in the airports?
Man, come on. And people, I don't think people believe that kind of stuff.
They do. They do. I'm telling you, they do. They absolutely believe it. That's why, like I said to you guys this a while ago, where I honestly don't think anymore there's a whole lot of election cheating. Like, yeah, there's going to be the whole, like, get an illegal on the line and vote. Sure. But I think the majority of people who vote the way that they vote that way because they're actually fucking stupid and they actually believe this stuff. So I think there actually is a majority of stupidity that exists in our country, and we see it during an election. It's very abundant.
They're grabbing on to whatever somebody else is telling them to fucking vote. Like, oh, you should vote this way. And somebody that doesn't even investigate any of the issues, whether it's local, state, or fucking federal. Oh, you should vote this way. And it's people that they hang out with. They're like, oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
fucking idiots versus actually researching the shit.
Yep. You know, I always say that the uneducated voter is the problem in America.
Absolutely. But
I mean, when I say uneducated, I don't mean fucking degrees. I don't care how many fucking college degrees you have. It's about educating yourself in the issues and if the people that are saying these things, if it's true, if that's really who they are. And I'm gonna give y'all just say tell you a secret from a guy who used to do political strategy. They're lying to you. Mm-hmm. They do a poll. Their stance is dictated by what the poll says. And if you notice, everybody, look, all these governors, like especially Pritzker, and then you got Newsom, and of course they both want to run for president, but they can't complete a sentence. Walls, Mondumi, all of them, they can't complete a sentence without saying Trump. Mm-hmm. Well, that has nothing to do with their issues usually in their state. But what the polls are saying is the Democrats, the ones who always vote Democrats, the ones who always will vote Democrat no matter what, the polls are saying their biggest issue is they hate Trump. So that's driving the narrative. That's what people don't get and don't understand, is that drives that message. It's all dictated by the polls. It's not really, it's smoke and mirrors. You know, I've done it. I have, shamefully, I have put together some campaigns and said my candidate was pro this when he was dead set against it. But that was what my job was to do. And that's what people don't understand. Don't believe this fucking stuff, these political ads. Research your candidate and really see what they're about. Because if you're just depending on campaign ads, all that smoke and mirrors.
Well, stick with them. Because again, Spamberger is a perfect example. You elected her for, one set of talking points, and she's doing the complete opposite. And I think people don't follow through and pay attention after an election is over. They don't actually go into the underground articles and see what their candidates are doing. They're just like, oh, she's in. Okay, cool. And they don't realize that their higher energy costs, their higher tax rates, all of these things are because of her. They don't connect those dots because they just stop following.
Hey, I have a solution to that.
I know we're way off, like where we're going to go,
but we're gonna get there.
But no, this is a great conversation, because I was sitting on the couch with Jill the other night, and I was like, oh, I got to remember this for fucking Two Dicks and a Chick. All of this TSA bullshit, Department of Homeland Security the government shut down, long lines at the airport. And then Trump brings ICE in, right? Mm-hmm. They want to show you that the lines are still as long as they are, and maybe in some places they are, but they're helping. They're moving people through, right? But with the SAVE Act, and the fucking Democrats refuse to fucking vote on it, but yet every one of those motherfuckers in that room have a driver's license, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's just start. We're starting very, very basics. It's ABCs right now. We're not going into algebra yet, but it's ABCs. So let's go 1, 2, 3s. Mm-hmm. You have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. Mm-hmm. Most of those motherfuckers probably have drivers or whatever, but you have to have a driver's license. Your wife probably has to have a driver's license. Most likely. So, and we require an ID to fly. Mm-hmm. So why is this such a fucking difficult issue for the Democrats to not allow the funding, let TSA go? But they say that, obviously, Candace, you're a woman and you don't know how to get a birth certificate or a fucking driver's license.
Or drive.
She's not a woman. She's a dumb broad.
Yeah, dumb broad. I mean, women drivers, no survivors. I mean, that's always been the phrase, but
at least you guys know I am a woman, so I don't have to clarify that part. But yeah, I can't drive, I can't get ID, I can't do shit. Now, let me tell you one thing that I will pivot off of this quickly is I had an experience where I actually had a flight that was in my maiden name and not my married name. And they will absolutely not fucking let you on if your names are not the same.
which
How
they
dare
should,
the airport?
which
How
they should
racist
not.
are they? That's
Exactly.
racism. Yeah, except, super easy. And yeah, they absolutely shouldn't. But I called. I had my marriage license that I took with me, took that with me. And I showed them all of my identification, let them know what happened. They matched it up. They issued me a new ticket right at the counter. All good to go. But think about that is at the airport, if your names don't match your IDs, you're not fucking getting on your flight.
Which to me is common fucking sense. And I'm not bashing you,
Uh,
Candace, by any means. It's just common sense, though.
It was my husband's fault. It wasn't me.
Well, and that's fine.
Poor
And
Bill. Poor Bill. He's blamed for everything.
We need to get Bill on this podcast at some point.
World hunger is Bill's fault.
But all of this shit, though, like with all the ice, bringing ice in, and everybody's all fucking up in arms about it. It's like, well, why? They're funded right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Democrats are not funding the rest of the TSA, and I love the fact that Elon Musk said, "Well, I'll pay their salaries just to get fucking flights moving."
That's
Elon Musk should get a private company to send in there. That's what we need to change. Fuck TSA. We don't need them. We've never needed them. They're the most like bottom of the barrel minimum wage workers. Sorry if you're TSA.
Feeders,
and did you? I just saw it as I came into the house tonight that Trump's making an executive order to fund the TSA.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't know if that's gonna hold water or not. I have no idea.
Just so they can be like, come on, move down the line, keep it moving, make sure your documents are out. Keep it. Don't stop. You gotta keep. No, ma'am. You gotta go to this line. Okay, like that's the shit that you deal with at TSA. Like fuck that. You know how much shit I've gotten through TSA? Really, by just no thought process. I accidentally got a taser in there. I got a freaking bucket of powder lightener and developers that I just forgot about. These are
your keister and shit is what you're doing.
Listen,
put it in your prison wallet.
All I know is that all these highly intelligent folks were like, scan my bag. All right. Do you have any water? No. All right.
If James and I ever travel together, like we meet up to go somewhere, there's going to be a fucking huge black double-headed dildo in his bag.
Hey, I've done that. I've done that.
And he'll be the guy, be like, you motherfucker.
Hey, we did that to a friend. We went to Mexico, and we put a strap on in his
Lord.
in his suitcase. And then I slipped the TSA guy $20 and told him to
actually open it,
to pull his bag. And he pulled it out. Yeah.
But there's just, I mean, with all this whole fucking bullshit. And Joe and I were sitting there watching, Fox News and we flip, like we'll flip just to see, and like if they're mimicking or what the differences are, right?
Right.
Like we try to be like well-rounded, but I mean, Fox is where we go. But we're sitting there, and I was like, "Oh shit, I got to remember this for fucking 2 dicks and a chick," because this whole TSA thing, everybody's up in arms, like the Democrats are saying you're too stupid, and I said I want to know if we could get a poll of how many women in the last year have traveled via air, and then separate that. How many African American period people, African American people, and get those numbers together.
Because the Real ID half started in May of last year.
Dude, that shit started fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah,
but now you just get charged. You just get charged if you don't.
You do. It's like $45, but I still have my passport, so that's what I use, and that's what I would use.
But the numbers, you have what it takes to vote. Then
I know.
But the numbers I'm curious about, like where they're talking, the numbers I'm curious about, where they're saying like airline travel, and a lot of African Americans can't travel because they don't have IDs. All of these videos that I have seen of like crowded lines, and I'm not being a dick, and I'm not being racist by any means. There are a lot of fucking black people.
It's very diverse,
In
absolutely.
the fucking lines. There's a lot of women in the fucking lines. So, like,
Yeah.
you're telling me none of these people have fucking IDs, but they're saying, well, I mean, a lot of people don't have IDs, so they can't.
No.
Yeah, that's a good point
Yeah.
because if you ever really want to see the diversification of America, go to an airport.
Absolutely.
They have
Absolutely.
everybody.
I mean, do you guys agree with me, though? I mean, when you're
absolutely.
seeing
You're
the
100% right.
overhead cameras of the lines, because that's
Mhm.
all that's been over the news because the lines are so long. A lot of women,
Yep.
a lot of African Americans, you know, it really hasn't even brought into like, you know, Asians or anything else, because all the Democrats talk about is, well, black people
Right.
can't get their license, and women can't get their fucking, you know, or their IDs, and women can't get their IDs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
I'm watching these fucking lines, and I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're going to the airport because they actually fucking have it. They have their shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't
Why
get
is
into
this
that
a thing?
security line without it.
Yeah, like,
You can't even get that far without it.
God damn it. See, my fucking blood pressure's up already, and we haven't even gotten into the goddamn story.
Yeah, we're
I know.
still,
Holy shit.
We're still foreplaying. We ain't even got into this shit yet.
I just tickled it a second.
Well, it's like getting back to people like Swallowwell. They say the dumbest things is no matter what, and this is what, if there's any liberals listening to this show, Cincy, if you're here, this is what I would love for y'all to really think about. They can turn anything Donald Trump says into a negative. How did they turn ICE agents it's chaos and havoc, and it is causing, you got commerce issues. You have, I mean, just so many different issues when you're dealing with the transportation right now. You're dealing with these airports. So Trump's solution is, hey, let's put ICE agents there. Where they were going there to help secure the airports. So they spun it, of course, did the liberal spin. They spun it that they're trying to go enforce. Well, they should do that while they're there. But how do you turn that into a negative? You know, people like Swallowwell, they're so fucking narcissistic. You created the fucking problem. You create the problem because you won't fund TSA, and then now you're going to cause a big uproar over what the administration is trying to do to solve the crisis that you caused. That's all they do, is they manufacture and fabricate crisis to make it look like our country is always in chaos. Well, it's really not. It's not chaos where you live. It's not chaos where you live. It's not chaos where I live.
I think it's brilliant.
It's working.
I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think Trump's strategy from like beginning to end has been absolutely brilliant. From even implementing ICE agents into the airports, brilliant.
Oh, he
It's
did it
hilariously brilliant.
Fuck you. But hey, didn't the lines go down? It went from 3 hours to 5 minutes, right?
Sure did. And they gave out free bottles of water.
That was the great. They had a great fucking video too. Like this ICE agent giving, you know, 2 little kids
smiling.
Yes.
Helping, guiding. Show me a fucking TSA officer that does that. I have yet to find one that actually is like, oh, hi, ma'am, I can help you. What, you're gonna go this way? Fuck off. You know what a TSA agent told me years ago when I was getting on the security line? I didn't know where it started because it was all fucked up. And I don't know, he must have saw me and he was like, girl, you fine, but you gotta get to the back of the line. That was what I was told. That was TSA's brilliant moment. My interaction with TSA. Thank you, sir.
That does not surprise me. That's the other thing. Well, they're untrained. They're untrained. Okay, so how much training do you, like you said, kid, how much training do you need to do? So you take a highly trained law enforcement professional, I don't care what any of these Democrats say, ICE agents are highly trained, highly capable law enforcement professionals, and they're doing the bottom feeder of federal security. So yes, they are definitely capable of doing that. So it's just another smoke and mirror game. That's all they know how to do. But it's, unfortunately, it seems like right now it's working.
Oh, hold on, James. A TSA agent. It involves a comprehensive 120-hour program combined on-the-job training at home at a home airport with 2 to 3 week intensive paid program.
Wow. You know how long, you know how many hours you need for beauty school? A lot fucking more than that. Just to cut and color hair. 2,500 fucking hours. Like, but yeah, these lunatics are supposed to be.
What was your number? I'm sorry.
2,500 hours.
Jeez.
But see,
that's more than to be a fireman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus you have to pass a written exam.
Hold on, but let me tell you where the fine print was on that.
Oh,
it said 120 hours of it's on the job training mostly. It's not like, so you're talking about your schooling. It's not like there's a TSA academy that they're going 120 hours.
Maybe they fucking should if 94% of test baggages went through TSA and nobody determined that they had weapons in them. Like TSA fails 94% of the time.
You know, your hair school was 125 hours. Your academy was probably what, 140? I think our academy now is 160, 170.
Mine's 270.
First of all, 2,500 plus we had to do part of our hours have to be like clinical on the job hours.
So you're splitting that 2,500, right?
Yes, and I think you have to do a minimum of 500 to even start touching people. So you can't even go onto clinic floors and like shampoo or do anything unless you've completed 500 hours.
Yeah, and so that's what their training is not going to be a 6-month academy. They may go to a 2-week probably orientation type school. Then they get placed somewhere and they start, you know, all they really are doing directing traffic. Go here, go here.
You know what I didn't know? My husband told me this today, that we didn't have TSA before 2001.
Correct.
We didn't have it. It was all on the airlines to provide. And I believe that is exactly what we should be doing. And I've been saying that since day one. There's no reason why airlines cannot privatize their own security. And then that way we have a better, higher trained class of individuals that are screening baggage, helping people, doing all the things. Because the minimum wage TSA workers, they're not cutting it. Never have.
Fuck. You bring up a good point, but like I'm on the fence with that because obviously 2001, those fucking idiots fucked it up for everybody.
But here's the thing, okay? Would it have made a difference?
No, it would not have.
Those guys were getting on those planes regardless whether we had something like TSA or we didn't. So that wasn't a failure of security. And yet here we go. We have the government decide to institute security.
It kind of was a failure because, I mean, to bring a box cutter onto a plane. Granted, they weren't coming in with fucking dynamite or whatever or fucking C4. They came out with box cutters, little small things. Mm-hmm. So like the screening, I'm okay with the screening. So as long as you train people to be able to do proper screening. And the technology that we have now, like I love the fact that when I go to an airport and I see one of those fucking tubes, that I don't have to fucking take my fucking belt off or pull my fucking laptop out and whatever. But every airport's different now, which is fucked up even more because I'm always taking my fucking belt off and Joe's like, you don't have to take your belt off. I'm like, well, the last airport I fucking had to, so
it's all different.
I'm taking it off. I don't care. But I think there is some value in TSA. It's just the way that they're fucking doing it.
Do you think your taxes should increase for TSA? Because that's like, this is the reality of it. Everybody's bitching about how much money they spend in this, that, and the third. But yet we're constantly saying, oh, government, feed me. Government, deliver my mail. Government, handle my airport security. Government, handle my roads. And then we're complaining.
There he is.
Jason volunteers for the cavity surgery.
I drop my pants. I drop my pants every time, and they're like, "Sir, please put your pants back on." Jill loves traveling with me.
But for real,
I don't know what the right answer is, but I mean, I think we needed a little bit more security. But I think
I don't want my money going for Jamal, who's just tell me how fine I am, instead of actually making sure that the line is safe. that he's like using
We've got to pull you
profiling.
over here. We gotta touch you real quick.
Right, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit that you deal with at TSA. And what I also notice is if you've ever traveled internationally, the differences between our airports and other airports. Like not for nothing, going through Cancun airport this time around, fucking seamless. You've got people that come out, they help you with your luggage, they help you into the airport with your luggage. They're nice, they're friendly, completely different fucking world than when you're in the States. And these TSA workers are just like, they're bothered. They're bothered that they have to come to work and deal with your shit. I
Well,
don't fucking think I should pay for that.
They're angry fucking Americans, and it's oh, here I am, god damn it, I got a fucking action.
Because here's the deal. So now government shut down, we don't get airport security. Do we really want to keep giving government the opportunity to do that? Because guess what? Now we don't have security. So what are we doing? You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't fucking want my money to go to this stupid shit when especially I'm still paying my tax money and they haven't been working for what, 52 days? Do I get a refund?
James, have you traveled across the pond?
No.
All right, me neither. So I don't know what other I've been to Cancun, and I've been to,
I haven't. Yeah, I went to Costa Rica in November, but I haven't been to.
And that airport is probably great. They were probably super fucking nice.
Oh, it was great. I don't have you go to see some of these other countries and you see their airports, and we feel like some of the airports that we have are third world.
It's I mean, again, Cancun airport, you have an abuela like scrubbing the bathrooms, and it's like you could eat off of the bathroom floors. It's beautiful. Yeah. Glass doors.
I'm still. I mean, obviously, being and James being a cop, but me being a fireman, and like, I see where you're going. I still think we need like good trained people at that point, but I'm okay like with the ICE agents coming in. The ICE agent can do the exact same thing that the fucking TSA agents are doing.
Better. They could do it better.
Hey, show me your ID. Okay, cool. Because guess what? You got to scan it. Scan your fucking boarding pass. I mean, that's a monkey could fucking do that.
Well, what they were doing was
the thing is you have to have a fucking ID, and the fucking Democrats. Oh well, you don't need an ID to vote. But you need an ID to fucking travel via air.
You need an ID for virtually everything else in life.
But
everything else in life.
Is that weird?
Did y'all know
everything else in life?
God, I wish I had blood pressure medicine because I'd fucking take it right now.
So did y'all know that in California, and this won't surprise you, that in California, there is a law not only that you don't have to have an ID to vote, that the law says they can't require you to have an ID to vote. These individual counties, these commissioners cannot require you to have an ID to vote. So you're going to tell me we don't have problems when it comes to voter security? We absolutely do have problems. But that's, that was something that was under Newsom. You don't think that was a fucking reason? At the same time that we have open borders, okay? At the same time, we have open borders. We have Democrat governors passing laws that they cannot ask you for an ID. Laws preventing them from even asking you to have an ID. So you're going to tell me that's not calculated? That's not deliberate?
Absolutely. I mean, it's all for the end game. And it's funny because one of the reasons why I was getting flagged on TikTok was for that information. I was saying, like, Democrats are telling you that they don't want ICE officers at polling locations, which is 100% true. That is their bargaining chip right now. They stood up and said so. Why that's like a controversial like thing? This is what it is. Like, why that information can't get out, why we can't ask questions about that is crazy to me. And it's funny because they are telling you plainly to your face what they want. And it's very simple to connect the dots as far as why. So James, it's like, I don't get it.
James, you want to shift gears? You want to go to your I know you were fucking fired up. You want to go to your Chicago stuff?
Oh my God. Yeah. Y'all want to give me, we warmed up enough.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready
play,
to get into this one.
I'll play this video and that'll light the fuse. How's that?
Yeah, it's lit, but let's go.
I love it.
These motherfuckers, man.
Let me make sure my computer is down a little bit.
Is dead today at the hands of a suspect, an illegal alien, who was out on the streets because of your policies. You've spent hundreds of millions
Ask the question.
of taxpayer dollars to protect these illegal aliens. You've instructed the Chicago Police Department not to turn them over to ICE. Do you have anything? You didn't even issue a statement, which I guess is better than the statement you released,
We got it.
announcing that Bethany McGee was an isolated incident, which is an insult, which is almost evil.
Please get to the question, sir.
Do you coordinate with Governor Pritzker not to release statements as a way of trying to diminish the death?
I think I understand your question.
Sheridan, Gorman.
So there was no coordination, between me or any other level of government around this tragedy. What I can say is it is a tragedy, and look,
A preventable tragedy.
As someone who is raising a family,
You don't have any problem interrupting me, do you?
Do you want the answer to your question?
I want to answer the question here. And look, as I said in my opening remarks, as I prepare to send my child off to college, of course you want to send them into a place that they're going to thrive and grow. And it's heartbreaking. It's a tragedy. And what I can say though is that my work to continue to create safe and affordable communities, that work doesn't stop when we have a tragedy like this. And as we continue to grieve the loss of Sheridan and other victims who have fallen because of senseless violence, we're going to double down on our efforts to ensure that we create safe communities across the city. And we're going to continue to.
Will you take this opportunity to apologize to Sheridan's parents for the policies that you have promoted that would directly caused her death? That suspect would not be in the city, would not be in the country, but for your policies. Will you take this opportunity to apologize to Sheridan's family?
We're all grieving the loss of Sheridan and other folks who have lost their lives because of senseless violence. And let's just be very clear, between the Safety Act and the Welcoming City Ordinance. The Welcoming City Ordinance was passed 40 years ago by the first Black mayor in the history of Chicago. And the Safety Act was passed under the governor, at that time he was Republican, Governor Rauner. Thank you for your question.
So you will not apologize to Sheridan's parents?
Hi, Mayor.
You have no apology? You have nothing to say to them?
I want to follow up on some of the other appointments.
What a fucking cuckold.
Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Like, the double down is always on. It's always funny. Chicago, New York City, Chicago, New York City. So, like, that's always, it's constantly sanctuary city policies, left-leaning radicals. Like, this is what we get.
That was a great video, James. I'm glad you fucking said that too, because
So what I heard was with his statements of, they always have to throw these passive aggressive things in there with this, and other victims. So what he said, this is what I heard. I don't know what y'all heard. This is what I heard. I heard, fuck that little white bitch. I don't give a fuck about her. There's Black people that get shot in Chicago all the time. What about them? That's what I heard. He don't give a fuck about anybody. He doesn't care about Black people either, because he ain't done a fucking thing to protect them. This guy is an absolute criminal. He should be in prison. There is a federal statute that I researched today, and I've been ready to fucking say it. So, U.S. Code 1324. I
knew it. Yes.
It's crystal fucking clear. If actions are tied to illegal entry, transport, or harboring result in death, they can be charged, and the penalty can be prison or the death penalty. They can be charged with murder. His policies, I don't know why they're not charging them with murder. They are breaking federal law. They are proudly breaking federal law. They brag about breaking federal law, and This death is a direct result of him breaking federal law. Brandon Johnson and JB Fat Slob Pritzker.
Oh, I got that video too.
Should be arrested. This is a great example. This time for and I'm not an anti-Pam Bondi. I go back and forth with her. Get some fucking balls and make some fucking arrests. This to me is cut and dry. He intentionally had policies, ordered policemen not to enforce the law, which resulted in this girl's death. He is not only he is criminally negligent. Both Pritzker and Brandon Johnson broke federal law and should be charged with murder.
Let's play the Pritzker clip that you sent me, because this was really good too.
This 24 dozen eating donut eating motherfucker. I hate this man.
Yes. What do you say to Sheridan's parents, Tom and Jessica Gorman, when they blame policies, including those in Illinois, for their daughter's murder?
Well, this has been a terrible tragedy, and I know that the Gorman family suffered mightily. I agree, there have been real failures. Those failures, of course, extend beyond the borders of Illinois. That's their national failures, a failure to have comprehensive immigration reform, a failure of the president to follow his own edict to go after the worst of the worst. And in my view, we have a lot of work that we need to continue to do, but it is the job of the federal government to go after immigration enforcement, and it is the job of our local and state law enforcement to prosecute or to catch violent criminals and prosecute them. And we should continue to do that both on the state level and the national.
So wait, the same guy. Okay, this is the same guy that months ago told President Trump to go fuck himself and that he was not going to help him in his ICE enforcement efforts whatsoever.
You have to come through me. Remember that?
Yeah.
Fucking beating his chest. Come through
now
me.
He's saying that the Trump administration failed to get the worst of the worst. Like,
okay, he's not the worst of the worst, Candace. This is exactly proof. All he did was, if people were smart enough, if we didn't have a bunch of fucking deadbeats in this fucking nation to just believe anything that these fat fucks say, look what he proved the point. It's not about worst of the worst. If you look on paper, this man was not worst of the worst. He had been arrested one time for shoplifting.
Yeah.
So if you're only, and I don't believe in the worst of the worst. Y'all know where I stand. Get them all out. That's the only way to do it. So that is people keep saying, oh, we only want the criminals going. What does that even mean? They're fucking criminals for coming here, and we don't know. This
you
guy
broke the law when you came across the border illegally. You broke the law.
People don't see that. They don't think that that is a crime, and that's problem number one. Because they don't realize that that's a crime. They're like, oh, but they're not criminals. Yes, they fucking are. That is a crime.
It's that propaganda that the Democrats keep spewing.
That's right. And so this is a perfect example. I cannot believe he actually said all of that with a straight face. Given his performance months prior, he was adamant about being an asshole about ICE enforcement efforts. And here he's claiming that the Trump administration did not do their job and get the worst of the worst, while they, Pritzker and all his little lackeys, were harboring these criminals and preventing them from being apprehended.
Well, and
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
And now he's on this big fucking podcast tour. He's been on like fucking 5 podcasts in the last fucking week and a half.
President. He's running for president.
Oh, he's gonna try. He's gonna try. Good luck. I hope you do. You'll beat Kamala.
Expose that shit.
You'll beat Kamala if she runs again.
I'm sorry, but any of these, again, there was another shit in New York City with the 83-year-old veteran that was thrown onto the subway tracks by an illegal immigrant. He just recently died. And it's it's the same cities, New York City, Chicago, New York City, Chicago. Okay, and then you throw in parts of California in there too. And it's like, come on, guys, like, let's use our heads. What is the common denominator? And the common denominator is left-leaning radicals and sanctuary city policies. That is why these cities fought ICE immigration. They fought ICE enforcement, like everything that they were trying to do. to get
Proudly.
ICE in there.
Proudly.
Yes, they were vocal. They were adamant about not offering them any help in any of the apprehension. They did not hand over any files or records. So you had ICE going in with just their own information and having to track these people. Instead of Pritzker telling his team or Mamdani even helping to get some of these people out of here when they've known that they've been in front of law enforcement and a judge before, that's what's even wilder to me. But they've perpetuated all of it. And now they say, oh, wrong place, wrong time, failures of federal government. Come on now. How can anybody believe that?
Well, and again, it falls into that, and I've said it before, orange man bad. Trump is the president. We're going to go everything. If he's the North Pole of a magnet, we're going to be the fucking South Pole of the magnet, and that's just the way it's going to be.
So, yeah, that's they proudly say we're not helping ICE and we're going to obstruct them, and they obstruct them for months, and then when somebody gets killed, oh, it's Trump's fault. He should have enforced the federal law. Go fuck yourself. He was doing that, and the reason why they're not. And look, I'm disappointed in. I don't care what any of the immigration or Trump or any of them, Tom Homan or any of them say.
No, it's blue
cities. They felt the pressure and they stopped enforcing. They stopped enforcing immigration because the Democrats' messaging was working, and they stopped. And they did run them out of Minnesota. They don't want to admit it, but they did run them out of Minnesota. The Democrats did win. Well, congratulations, you bunch of butt fucks. Look what you won. Look what you won. The prize you won by running ICE out of a major city is a dead fucking 18-year-old. Fuck you.
Oh,
I pulled it up and I don't understand. I don't even understand the comment, but
because
again,
he's saying I reference how it's blue cities. Oh, well, every major city has a Democratic mayor. Yeah. And all those major cities have highest crime rates, highest poverty rates, highest homeless rates, highest crime rates. Like the list goes on and fucking on. So, let's actually compare and find out what the problem is. It seems to be Democratic leadership. So congratulations, you made the correct link. There it is.
All right. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything there because I saw it and I was like, well, you're kind of arguing the fucking point. You're arguing the point forward.
Exactly. And it's funny because when you say that shit, then they're like, oh, but blah, blah. Then they can't figure it out. And then they try to talk in circles. But that's the issue. Okay. The issue is, I know you don't but it's true. We know blue cities, aka major cities, have Democratic leadership, which is why all major cities suck. They all suck. They all have the highest rates of everything, and it's not just related to population. It is related to the leadership.
And the taxes that somebody may pay to the city of Cincinnati is going toward all of that fucking bullshit. I don't know where he votes or whatever, but Cincinnati has turned fucking blue. It's been blue for a long time, and we're seeing all the shit. Today, opening day, national holiday in Cincinnati. Everybody shuts down work, right, to go to the fucking Reds game. Like, we were the first professional baseball team. We used to be the first pitch in baseball. That changed. There were fucking – I've talked to a bunch of Cincinnati cops. There were so many fucking fights down there.
Of course.
And they're afraid. The cops are afraid to fucking do anything because they're afraid to get in trouble because the mayor.
Look at the mayor you have.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly right. And it's like, and then look at what happens, right? So what are we starting to also make the connection of? That there's a large variety of illegal immigrants that are in these Democratic cities. So they're being funneled into these large cities. They're pretty much being hidden. They're given all of these different benefits and jobs and this and that. And whatever the case is, they are repeat offenders constantly. And then it's just this like vicious cycle. You can't do that in a suburban area, really. Like you can't do that in an area like mine. But you can do it in a bigger city where nobody's going to have questions. Oh, larger population. So you can do a 2 a.m. vote drop from Cincinnati or from New York City. And it makes sense because they're just so big. It's like nobody really connects the dots anymore. And it just doesn't Oh God, and I'm so sick of this argument. The poorest states with the worst education are always red states. So I guess that
Okay.
always says
So
something.
I'm
I
going to
love
use.
this.
They actually have values. Actually, they have values.
So this is what you always say this, Cincy, and I don't even know why I respond to this, but you always say this. Okay, let's take my state, Louisiana. We are a red state.
Mhm.
New Orleans, if okay, so we're a 65-35 when it comes to elections. You take New Orleans out, we're 95-5. New Orleans, and if you take New Orleans out of all the stats, the crime stats, if you take New Orleans, that blue city, that complete shithole that has been run down by Democrats for years, you take New Orleans, Louisiana is low when it comes to crime. So get that red state shit out of your mouth, because it's nothing but propaganda. Because
we're
it's blue
stupid.
cities.
We're
It's every.
stupid because we're red state. We're stupid
Well,
because
Jason,
blue
it's no
states have
different than
higher
Ohio.
education.
You take Cleveland and Cincinnati inner city out. Y'all are more of a purple state. Y'all are pretty red right now.
Yeah,
but that's not accurate. That's complete propaganda.
And first
What
of
drives
all,
those numbers up are the blue cities drive those numbers up.
well, absolutely. And you're absolutely right about that, because it's the blue cities and the inner cities that will always have higher illiteracy rates. They will have higher learning developmental issues. Absolutely. The numbers are absolutely because of those higher cities. It's not because of the red suburban areas. My kids are in private school. All right. Y'all see my son's handwriting? It's like, okay, he's 10.
right.
Okay. I say it as a response to your concept, but it's the truth. Blue City has terrible leadership, which then has terrible policies, which
Absolutely.
then
And
correlates to the quality of people. Now, the flip side of that is if you're going to take colleges into account, there are so many people that go to these blue inner city colleges that are from out of fucking state. So even that statistic isn't really the right one. But yeah, it's all linked to what is going on in the blue inner city. So if you're saying that red states have lower education level, blah, 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 it's because of the fucking shithole blue inner cities that drag us down in every single category, from finances to literacy to everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
No, I completely agree. And Cincy and I, obviously, we know we will never agree.
I still think he's 5'7".
He loves to poke the bear, and then, like, even when we're having a discussion, he'll throw something different out. And I'm trying to figure out, because I know him, but I'm trying to figure out, like, the angle, like, because we've had very good conversations. Like, I can talk to anybody. I don't care which way you vote. I really don't care. But when you start, like, diving in and start, like, just trying to throw a fucking knife in, and when you don't have anything to go off of, we have a ton of fucking knowledge of what we're talking about. Fucking Chicago, fucking New York. You got a socialist fucking mayor in New York. That's all and he hates it. He hates it when I say your party, because he's like, well, I'm not part of a party. Well, you make yourself sound like you're part of a party.
Well, and here's the thing too. When it comes to him, we've said this before, because he's like a business owner. So I think it's really funny, though, because most business owners are more conservative because they want to keep more of their money. And I fucking know for a fact, like, give me your tax returns, homie. And line for line, he uses every bit of the deductions available to him. He uses each and every one of them. And yet he's going to be the ones that are saying, like, tax the rich, the blah blah, this one makes too much money, this. So it's so funny, like, when they claim to be so liberal, but it's like, you're not fucking liberal in practice, because it's the same shit. You're not liberal for yourself. You're not handing out your money to whoever's asking. You're not donating. You're not housing an illegal. You're not paying for a cause. But when it comes time for tax time, you're like, oh shit, Trump daddy, thank you for my deductions. QBI limits.
Get a little bit more back.
Yeah, exactly. So then it's like, oh, you're happier than a pig in shit, and you're not taking that extra money and dumping it on a cause you think the rest of us should pay for. You're taking your
Actually,
money and you're buying shoes that make you look taller. You
how
know what
much
I mean?
how much time do you have? Because I'm gonna pose this because a little bit of frustration. I'm gonna
I don't
pose
want to
this.
fucking be up all night, Jason.
I know, but I'm gonna pose that if Cincy's willing to take a phone call,
Oh my God.
Cincy, hit in the chats if you're willing to take a phone call and have a conversation. Because I think this would be fucking amazing.
He will not do it. He will not. I predict the answer is no. He's not doing it.
Let's see. But we can keep going. But
Or he should agree to do it at some point. If he's not going to do it tonight, fine.
I need to
don't
know
wanna
in
fucking be up all
the
night.
next 3 minutes if you're gonna fucking take a phone call. I think it would be fucking amazing.
You want to cover bowling while we're waiting?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I know there's something you want to cover, and I think that is it. Thank God he got confirmed, and I think he's going to do it.
Oh, I thought you said Ebola. I'm like, it's fucking back again. I can't take this.
It's back. No, I love the fact I follow Markwayne Mullin on TikTok. His TikTok channel is fucking amazing. He's actually taught me a lot about DC, the way like he does his fucking TikToks and whatever. But I think
he's really not a ball. He's not like a, you know, it's. I agree with you. It's educational. It's not what you see the liberals doing, which you know, it's Orange Man bad and everything. He's actually, yeah, I think he's got a good messaging team. And look, maybe it's him. Maybe it's his vision. And I think it's. I think if he carries that type of vision to DHS, I think he's going to do a really good job.
To be fair, this is where I'm a little ignorant because I don't know, for whatever reason, I just kind of like stopped following this. It pissed me off. Like everything about it pissed me off because I'm like, why are we even back at the stage? I get it. I understand he's very qualified. I obviously support the move if it's going to put us in the right direction. But truthfully, I have not been on top of my game with following it because I'm like, this is just, like I said to you guys last week, it's like a bitch fit, and I don't want to be dealing with the bitch fits anymore. You know what I mean? Like that was for last year. Like, why are we still fucking doing that?
No, I agree. You can pull the fucking video up or what?
Since he's agreeing to a future call.
I was doing two things at once, and
so since he's in on the phone call,
he's agreeing to a future call.
A future call, not tonight.
Future.
Yeah, he's at his shop. I told him to take a break, but here we'll play this real quick. But I love Markwayne Mullin. I think this is a fucking great addition.
Now he's gonna be good, man. I really do. I think that.
Thank you. I think that was the most nervous I've ever been. I don't. It just seems surreal being in the Oval Office and having the President of the United States speak
Great video, Jason.
highly of me, and then recognize my family and know my family by
not
name.
There?
It's
I can't hear
humbling, and I never take it for granted. But
Really?
I made this very clear that I don't care what color your state is. I don't care if you're red or you're blue. At the end of the day, my job is to be Secretary of Homeland and to protect everybody the same, and we will do that. I'll fight every single day. Today, I got the privilege of meeting so many of the employees at DHS. These employees have been there for 30 days without pay. And if you need anything to know their dedication to show up and still protect the homeland that you and I enjoy and the freedoms that we're experiencing, they're working with for free because of political politics. That's all I need to know. I told them, as you're fighting 365 days, understand I'll be fighting 365 days beside you. No one's going to outwork me, and I'm not going to let any of them outwork me. The president has entrusted me with this, and failure is not an option. And so thank you so much, Mr. President, for this opportunity. I won't let you down.
Thank you.
I don't know why you couldn't hear it. It's weird.
I couldn't hear it. It was like super low.
James, how was it on your end?
It's fine on my end.
I don't know.
It's that Pennsylvania fucking internet.
It must be. It must be.
Oh, of course, since he couldn't fucking come on. That's fine. Whatever. The opportunity was presented.
It was.
Literally would have been 5 minutes. 5 minutes out of your fucking evening. I know you're working hard in your carpentry shop making fucking presents for the kids. 5 minutes. That's all we were asking. Because God, I would fucking love that.
All right. Well, I tell you what, the next time I come up there, and hopefully it'll be this year, I want to have a drink with Cincy. Cincy, you and I are going to have a drink. I'm buying.
Well,
Republican
don't do
buying.
that.
So James, you sent me 2 other videos. I got the one with the truck, and then the other one with what's her face? The murder suspect's been previously arrested at shoplifting. Do you want me to play both those?
Probably not. I think we covered that. Which one you talking about with the truck?
Oh, with the mayor of Chicago with the abolish.
Oh, we got to cut. Yeah, that'd be a good closing because that's a really good closing.
That's what I thought.
Yes. No, that's just fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. I want to make sure that we get everything in. Wait, hold on. What's he saying? I'll do the next episode. Give me a heads up. No.
All right.
Nope.
Let's see.
Not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
Listen, we'll give him the heads up. Let's see. He needs at least a week to get taller.
All right, Candace, I don't know if you'll hear it or not. James heard it fine, but we'll see.
Who participated in our snow
that's good.
contest. Keep speaking up in every way and any way that you can. I look forward to meeting with the Chicagoans who submitted the winning names, and I look forward to seeing our city's pride, our spirit, and even, yes, our humor represent us again next year. And so with that, take a moment to, I guess, take in all that you all have been waiting for. This moment is finally here. The snowplow with the most votes, most entries, abolish ICE. Thank you very much.
Do y'all realize when he did this? Y'all do realize this, right? Do y'all realize that he did this week? Do y'all realize that he did this after this 18-year-old girl was killed in his city? This cocksucker had the fucking balls to get up there with a snowplow and make a joke about abolishing ICE, when abolishing ICE and hindering ICE is what got this girl killed. Fuck you, Brandon Johnson. You are going to I can't wait till the day you burn in fucking hell for what you did to this girl. Top that, Candace.
You know what I think is concerning? Like, besides this, I personally think that these random acts from a lot of these illegal immigrants, like, this has to be some sort of gang activity. And I feel like the more we see a lot of this, the more it's even more apparent because they're very, very random. And I don't understand why there's no like forceful attitude of like, this could happen to any of us. Like, he's not safe. The people that he loves the most are not safe and off the table, especially if this is like gang initiation type shit. You know what I mean? So it's funny how they want to be so laissez-faire about it, but it will happen to them. It will affect them closer than what they feel now. And it's going to be kind of tragic and annoying, but it's kind of like, we're telling you that this is the issue and you're making jokes about it and you're disgracing an 18-year-old's death who was doing nothing but just taking a walk. These women are just walking and they're being shot. This elderly man was just at a subway station and being shoved in front of trains. Like, there's a problem here, and it's going to start getting closer to some of these politicians.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's fucking gross. Like, it's just so gross. Like, the way they look at things, and they're like, well, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate, but you have a fucking huge problem in your fucking city. Like, and we have a huge problem here in Cincinnati, and we're dealing with that on a local level. Like, opening day, there were fucking multiple fights. I talked to a bunch of cops that I know that were working details. They're like, dude, it's fucking chaos down here. And it's just so gross. And
your mayor's just like them. He is exactly like Brandon Johnson. He's exactly like Montgomery. If you look at them, they're all the same. They're very they speak very quiet. They're not like me. They're not a fucking Neanderthal yelling and screaming. They speak very quiet. They are articulate, but they say nothing. They absolutely say nothing. They never answer a question.
Articulate's even actually giving them a little bit better.
Well, it's just they talk easy. You know, they're very look at your mayor. Look at Astab. He says nothing. He's an empty suit, but he speaks very very easy, very like he's very calm. They have mastered the communication part, and they're always dressed very nice. Astab's always, he's always dressed real good in high dollar suits, and so is Brandon Johnson. They're like at a fucking fashion show, and that's what they do, and they don't get press, and they just say what they want. But this was just disgusting. This was a different level. This was nothing but a fuck you, white people.
Yeah.
I am going to do what the fuck I want to do, and I don't give a fuck about this little white bitch that died. That's what.
Which is funny because there are so many like Black Americans that have been killed by illegal immigrants. So I don't understand why
he doesn't care about them either, Candace. He doesn't.
No, they don't.
I mean, there's what, 1 million, 2 million people that get killed in Chicago every week. He doesn't care.
Of course,
about them.
it's constant. That's all you hear about. They have to keep up the lie. Like, that's what it is at this point. They have to keep up the lie that illegal immigrants are not that big of a deal and it's just a one-off situation. They have to perpetuate that lie. And so all of them are going to stand behind it, and they're just going to continue to peddle the lie that it's not a big deal.
The numbers are saying differently.
Of course, and they're going to pretend that they don't exist. They're going to pretend they don't see them, and they're just going to keep on perpetuating the lie, because if they do that enough, people have shown us that once again, they only pay attention in the beginning. They don't check in again in the middle, maybe sometimes at the end. He'll be able to fool a couple people. Sadly, he'll be able to fool a couple people into thinking that it's not really a big issue.
Yeah.
All right. Closing thoughts, James. What you got?
Well, I just pretty much blew my wad on that one. But if there's any Democrats, if there's any liberals that listen, come on, man. I mean, when is it going to register to you that they don't care about you? People like Brandon Johnson, people like Mondami, people. It's not about what have they done?
The Gavin Newsoms of the world.
Yeah, what have they done to improve your life? If you are a legal American, if you were born here, if you were raised here, what have they done for you? They've done absolutely nothing. They don't care about you, and they show it every single day. They show it. What more do they have to do? Old man once told me, he said, son, when a man shows you who he is, believe him. Mm-hmm. And these motherfuckers every single day are showing us who they are. And we keep saying, no, that's not who they really are. They're really a good guy. Well, they're not. They're murderers. And I said this on my morning show, and I'm going to close with this tonight. If after everything that has been going on in this nation, if you still vote Democrat, then you're no better, you're no different than the man that pulled the trigger and killed this 18-year-old. You are a fucking murderer, just like them. If that's what you want to be, that's what you want to be a part of, then just say what it is. You're a fucking murderer. That's what I got.
And they turn around and be like, better than a pedophile. Like, these are the people we're dealing with.
That's the dice roll, Candace. That's the dice roll dance. That's what it is. Protecting pedophiles. There's the dice roll dance.
Exactly. And so I just want to say to you two fucks, thank you for keeping me up past my bedtime. Okay. That's number one. Number two, James, to just kind of top it off.
I hope you don't get a dog.
Listen, fuck you. I'm going to get like 2 dogs now. I'm just going to like bum rush a place and just start running out with dogs.
Yeah. I'm on Bill's side.
Oh yeah, everybody's on Bill's side. What can I do? But truthfully, I mean, just kind of piggyback off of that. I don't know how anybody could vote for a Democrat right now. I mean, I don't see. I don't see it unless it's like a generational thing that you've always done. I don't see how you could side with any of their policies and think that they're on the right side of history. But I can see it if you're just very easily led and if you're not staying informed. And if you're not checking a bunch of different sources. Again, this man that was, thrown into the subway, that happened 2 weeks ago. You saw a little blurb of it, and now he unfortunately passed. He succumbed to his injuries on the 17th. And so now you're seeing it again. And this illegal immigrant is now charged with murder. So it's these bits and pieces of things that people get and they stop. So they only saw the guy get thrown. They didn't get the rest of the story. And that's, I think, the problem with what we have going on in our society today. Even though we have so much information, right? It's so easy to get information. Stay informed. Actually follow a story from beginning, middle to end, and you'll probably wind up in a different thought process at the end than you maybe did at the beginning.
Hey, I have a solution. If you don't want to be like us and be engulfed with this and you just need some information, I have a solution. Watch us. We'll tell you exactly what's going on.
Here we are.
Let us be your source of information. Like and subscribe.
I agree with that. Yeah, you guys have to watch me get better.
We hadn't said one word about our Facebook page.
Oh shit.
Go ahead.
We have an official Two Dicks and a Chick Facebook page.
Officially official.
Yep. I think I know Bosco has liked it. I know I sent an invite to Brittany. Cincy, we expect you to like our Facebook page because we're going to put all kinds of content on there to piss you off.
Yeah.
We can't wait. Candace is going to fucking flood it with content specifically to piss you off.
Like short people. Short.
I'm going to bring my tape measure when I go to Cincinnati at the end of the year. And
he said he was 5'11". I mean, this is 5'7" energy. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm 5'9".
It's amazing.
Oh, you're a little Keebler guy too.
Oh my God.
It's only because don't you guys like grow the opposite way, right? Now that you're like 104.
Hey, let me tell you. Yeah, you're right. Let me tell you, we said that on the way home. We were, y'all know I was at the funeral home. My wife and my daughter and I all agreed that one of my aunts, and she's in her 90s, she fucking shrunk.
She's shrinking.
I hugged her. I'm telling you, I hugged her.
Down.
Hey, she was and my daughter and my wife are
Fuck,
both
she might have been 6'4".
Yeah, they're barely 5 foot, and they were like, "Hey, we were looking down at her." I don't remember. That's like legit stuff where you start shrinking.
Better watch yourself.
I'm living to 100. I'm outliving. I'm going to. I tell you right now, I'm going to both of your funerals.
Listen, I mean, that would make you what? I have 50 years left. I mean, come on.
Okay, that'll make. Well, I'd have to live to about 110 to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say 110, more like 150.
Yeah, you got a good point.
He might be the guy. He might be the guy.
Good point. Good point.
My closing arguments is just don't be fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking dumb. Read some shit and look at multiple different facets of the things you're reading. Fact check it, but I guarantee you the things that we are talking about are not fucking wrong. I'm not saying we're right all the time, but we're not fucking wrong.
It's not misinformation.
We're right.
We're giving you our opinion, but we're also not presenting things to you that are saying what our opinions are that are facts. We're giving you our opinion. You're right.
Right. We bring shit with it. And it's just so gross to me seeing, and again, you've heard me talk about where I'm in this fucking Facebook feud with this fucking libtard that resides where I live, and she's just a fucking maniac. And I'm like, I have no idea. Just read your fucking facts. That's all I want. That's all I want you to do. Read your facts, fucking research it, not just take one article or two articles or, go 3 or 4 back.
Mm-hmm.
Get educated and make sure you know your shit.
Yep.
That's all I got.
You know, I write an opinion piece on something every day on Facebook, and it is my opinion. I state some facts in there, but I'm giving you the facts, but I'm also giving you my opinion of it. I don't expect you to take that at face value. I expect you to go do your research, go fact check it, but do that with everybody else. If you're going to do that with me, do that with these liberals, because I guarantee you, I'm gonna have more true facts, real facts than the liberals are, and that's all. That do your own homework. I agree with you. That's what Don't be a fucking jerk off.
I will throw out that just because I know him, the fact that since he didn't have balls enough to take 5 minutes, even though he could type in the comments, he couldn't take 5 minutes to actually have a conversation. Oh, dude, on future podcast. That
tells me all I need to know.
That's called bitch pool. And
and
I'm throwing it out there. But
he's very intimidated. I think he's intimidated. Okay. So he's intimidated, and I think he's intimidated by Candace, and I think he's got a little crush on Candace.
Probably.
Oh, sadly,
you still got it.
Yeah,
hey, pregnant and everything, you still got it.
I know. I mean, here we go. Just from here up, nobody would know. Except this bitch has to go to bed.
What's next Thursday look like for you guys?
Thursday's perfect. Good with me.
It should be good. It should be good for sure.
Look, I can do earlier.
We may be back to you next Thursday, hopefully. If not,
I can do earlier on Thursdays too. Now I can do as early as I want.
We'll
look at you.
Oh yeah, look at you. We'll let you know.
Only issue on time, but I want you to be able to get your sleep.
Would you stop talking, James? Jesus Christ! I'm fucking with you. No, hopefully next Thursday will be the next show, and
perfect.
We appreciate you guys, everybody in the chats, even though some of them we didn't want, but we're glad you're here anyway because it helps the algorithm. But 2 dicks and a chick, we're done. And we love you guys, and we'll see you next Thursday.